my channel! So today I'm going to be doing an in-depth tutorial on how I do my caterpillars. So stay tuned, watch it. If you enjoy this, thumbs up, subscribe, blah blah blah. Let's jump into it. Alright, so now once again we're up close and personals. Hey, how you doing? I'm going to show you how to do my caterpillars. As you can see, this one comes lower than this one, so I fake it until I can grow those hairs out. It's starting to, but not in the places that I want. Yes, I have a couple grown out hairs, but it is what it is. So the thing about my brows is I always start at my arch. I always start there and make the tail and then fill out the rest. I have pretty full brows up here, and then my tail is kind of lacking, if I can say. Okay, so first I run the spoolie through it and I go up in the front and then diagonal and then just kind of swoop them. See how they kind of make the shape at the top? And I'll do the same for the other. So they already make a somewhat decent arch, but we're gonna enhance it, let's be real. This is the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Ebony. I like the darker shades. I mean, I have dark brown eyebrows, but the other shades are too chocolatey and warm. This is the only one that's ashy enough to match my dark brown. So, like I said, we're going to start at the arch and make hair-like motions. Now, this is not the part where you make some crazy tail with a crazy arch. We do it subtle, and then the rest we fill in with the pomade. Bam! My brow wiz is literally at its last leg. That's turned all the way up. Okay, so we make a basic shape, nothing crazy, and at the front of our brows, I usually create a faint line right at the bottom, and then I go up like hair to fill in just the gaps. And this brow, the hairs are much taller than this one, but we will cover that crazy looking mess right there with concealer. This is just to make them a little bit fuller in the front. This one will fake where the front starts, and then we'll fix it with concealer. It ain't gonna look pretty at first. Yeah, okay. So before I do anything else, I'm just going to spoolie this out so it looks a little bit natch. Let's be real, they aren't natch. But this distributes the product through the brows so it does look a little more faded and less filled in. And then I would put brow gel on them if I wanted to do this regularly through the day and clean them up with concealer, which I will be doing. But since I'm extra and I like to do what I like to do, I'm going to be using the dip brows. So this is what I would do on nights where I'm like, yep, going out, going to a concert, whatever, date night. They look much more full and just very strong, if I will. So this is the Anastasia Dip Brow in Ebony, and I'm going to use the Inglot Gel Liner brush. So I'm just going to take my brush, kind of dab it into the product, and I will clean off the excess product on the side so it's not so clumpy. And then I'm going to start at the arch again and do the same thing. And just filling in the tail of the brow. Now, our tail won't be sharp yet. That's a concealer's job. I'm going to take a little bit more product on my angled brush and make feather-like strokes like hair right in the front. We just faked some hair, haha, and then fill it in right here. I don't fill it in all the way to the front because I like it to be quote-unquote gradient from the front of the brow to the end. I like it to be darker at the end than it is at the front. So it looks, this word, natural. So now that we have the dip brow in place where we want it, we're gonna clean them up. Of course, they don't look so fancy now. So you can use any concealer that you like. You can use Shape Tape, Naked Skin Concealer, I usually, when I'm on a day where I'm just going out without the pomade and everything, I'll use the Urban Decay 24/7 Concealer Pencil in the shade FBI. It's just a lighter beige, and it cleans up very well, very easy. But today, since we're going extra like I said, we're going to use Shape Tape in the shade Light Sand. So I'm taking the Morphe S6 brush, regular, it's a thicker angle brush, and I'm just going to open the Shape Tape, and I'm going to take any product that's like up under the cap. So what I'll do is start from the front of the brow and just draw a line right underneath. Doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to immediately carve out your brow, just to get a general shape. Then I wipe the excess product off of my brush so we can blend this out. So I'll take the brush and I'll blend the product down. And then when I get to the tail of the brow, I sharpen it up by pushing the product up. And sometimes I do like to go straight, like right here, so it doesn't look so sharp. Okay, so the reason that I use a lighter shade is because it makes it look highlighted, so right under the brow, but only if you have a full face of makeup. Sometimes it can look a little crazy if you have no makeup, like I do, and just have a carved brow, chiseled to perfection, and no makeup on. But I'll do it anyway because I just can't live with myself. So another trick, and I'll do it on this brow because it's a little wonky, is when you carve underneath, that's great, but what if you messed up on top? So I'll take a close to skin tone concealer. This is Naked Skin's only one that's close to me right now, in medium light neutral, and I'll take the exact same brush. I wipe the product off and take the same technique and just carve right on top. Same technique. Use less product because it can look a little crazy if you have too much concealer on top of your brow. And the last step I take is I'll take a clear brow gel. I have been loving this one. It came in, I think, either my Ipsy or BoxyCharm, and we'll just brush how you want it. So if I wanted a bushier, edgier look, I'm gonna do up in the front the same way I did the spoolie, and then diagonal, and then down. So up, diagonal, and sometimes I don't have to edge it down. My hair isn't that wild, just mostly in the front. Now if you have brow hairs that won't stay in place, brush them this way. Like mine'll go mine'll go where I tell them to, but some people's brow hairs kind of do what they don't want them to do. There you have it. That is my completed brow toot. So thank you for watching. Like I said, I wouldn't go for an edgy brow with no makeup on. I look a little crazy. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, whatever, I don't care. Do all that good stuff. Stay tuned for my next video. Should be good. And thanks for watching. Bye.